Hello, my beautiful souls. Once more, yes, I know. I'm in my office, in my car. It's a really nice office, actually. I like it a lot. It's small, petite, just like me. Efficient on gas, and I like being efficient, I guess. So, we share a lot of really great, amazing qualities. Her name is Rita, by the way. Rita says hi. Yes, I named my car. I think creating a little personality to your car makes the car experience just so much more fabulous. So you know what I'm about to say. The quick disclaimer. That's your responsibility to read. I am not an LMC doctor, financial, legal advisor, nor am I a replacement for your sound judgment, if you have any. And if you don't, please, pretty please, be aware that you are responsible for all your actions and choices, because as much as we would love to see, she told me to take the lottery, she did that, I'm like, I didn't know, wait, what are you going on about? Drop whatever does not resonate, and just know everything's timeless in general. Like, we're here to have fun, and sometimes the universe will point you in the right direction. Sometimes, they'll give you some hard truths, or they'll tell you some real cool stuff, like, oh, hey, you ever think about Page of Wands, like, this kind of way, because that's gonna happen, right? I had this fabulous dream. I'm an augur witch, by the way, which I include my dreams. Like, I get these signs. And so I had this dream that there was this woman. She was really super excited. She could actually, there was this character she was working on, and she had worked on before, but she didn't have any creative freedom with this character for whatever reason. And so she was, writing a book, and she could actually, she was in her head going through the different possibilities of how this character could be. And she was super excited, because then she went to the store, and there was her book. Sorry, I thought someone was pulling over, because they seemed to be really close to the curb, and I'm like, what are they doing? And they're just driving. But, yeah, sometimes we get confused with other drivers. And so the colors were in the flag colors. So a lot of red, white, blue. So this creative freedom. And so if we look at Page of Wands, the way I interpret Page of Wands, feel free to find your own interpretation when you do the tarot. But I feel very strongly it's that creative curiosity. You're having these aha moments. You don't have you have a lot of potential and ideas you haven't yet taken up yet, but you're seeing some vision. You're like, oh, you know what? I want to, maybe the character looks like this, maybe the character like this, maybe the motivations are like this. And you can see some direction a little bit, but you haven't really taken out the action to make it a reality yet. Does that make sense? You're in this brainstorming phase, and if you resonate with that, oh my god, I'm trying to make a book. Yeah, you're Page of Wands right now, and that's fabulous energy to be in, by the way. It's so fabulous. But don't stay in Page of Wands energy for too long. Go become a knight and do some forward action, and get messy. It's okay to get a little messy. I know for a lot of us it's easier said than done, because we live in a society that, yes, they're go be independent, but they don't like if we make mistakes while we're being independent, which which is really hypocritical, right? Because have you seen that like even like socially, emotionally, we're not really allowed to make mistakes as human beings. We can't even go and play and be in the mud anymore. Like, if our clothes come in dirty or we track in mud, right? That's a problem for a lot of people. A lot of people struggle with mess, and they want things to be super clean. And that's a problem when you want to go and take night energy. If you want to go and be like any kind of night energy, like whether it's slow forward movement, like the Knight of Pentacles, or like nice and hot and fast. Like, I feel like Knight of Wands is a little more faster energy. It's like, boom, I have inspiration. I'm going to do something right now. Like, it's happening right now. I feel like the Knight of Swords, they have previously carefully made a plan of action, and they're pursuing that plan of action. So they're methodical in they're doing it. They're doing it. And then I feel like there's spontaneous energy too about the cups. They're all like in the heart chakra. Like, they're following their heart, and wherever their heart leads them, that's where they go. And so whatever kind of night energy you want, just go and do it. Like, really, it's totally okay. Like, you can get messy. It's okay to get messy. It's sometimes when we hesitate, it's because we're afraid of failure, people not liking the final result, or even like the draft result. Like, take me for example. In my early 20s, I wanted to do a podcast or show of some kind, and I had to get messy in it and go through a decade of exploration of what that would look like. But then when I had this understanding of what I wanted to do, I kept on deleting episodes. I kept saying, I don't like this is like, and I would, a lot of times, like, I would create an episode and I'd be like, it's not good enough. No, I can't. No, I'm afraid. No. Look at that pimple. This is why you don't see my face. This is the easiest way for me to give out a product to you guys a lot faster, because the moment I see my face, or the moment I think you see my face, something happens. I get wibbly wobbly. I cannot produce, and I get scared, and I get very anal about the product, and I can't do it. No, it has to be an audio form. Even if you're seeing my hands, for whatever reason, I shut down, and I get so concerned about what the final product looks like. So I can't do it. I have to go be spirit of night, which is diving into the unknown. I very rarely review. I don't go, oh, this is when da. Like, no. It's just like, push it out. I don't know. I don't remember what I said. It's a big unknown. I trust the universe that I said the right things. I did the right things. Push it out, because like, if it feels good, I just publish it and trust the universe. So I definitely would really, if Knight of Spirit existed, I would resonate the most with that. And Knight of Cups, of course, because I follow my heart, but I also do trust the unknown a lot more. And I am willing to just say, okay, whatever happens next, this is what happens. So that's me. And for you, it might be different. It could be. And sometimes we have to work with who we are. So, like, if you know, like, that you feel the most comfortable wearing makeup, and then you're very confident and you can produce with a lot more ease, then go ahead and do that. If you have to do that, that's fine. Especially in the very beginning, like, I had this moment where I'm like, I'm actually producing. I'm actually like not deleting my stuff. I'm feeling more confident. And I had to be curious about that. So you do sometimes still need to carry that page energy with you as you're producing and making forward movement, because it's not just that we don't want to forget to be curious. We do to keep that forward momentum. We do as we're learning, as we're going, because night energy learns as they go, right? And for whatever reason, king energy is coming forward too. And kings are very much about like social responsibility, knowing how to direct resources and people, or even our own energies, knowing how to utilize what we have, making things work even. So if you want to have king energy in whatever you're doing, utilize what you have. You have resources all the time. Like for instance, I'll give you a really great example. My partner is incredible in how he utilizes what he has. And I have been paying attention to what he does. And so I'm like, wait a minute, I'm going to use what I have. I'm going to use this king energy. I ran out of bananas. I can't thicken the homemade baby food. Oh, I got cream of wheat. I can thicken what I have. I mean, I can use what I have to thicken his food so it's a little more creamier. And it was success. The baby loved it. That's king of energy. That's king energy right there, is using what you have as a resource and directing that energy, that flow. So if you have a phone and you are doing podcasts and the only way you can produce is through a phone because you do not have this amazing equipment, that's still king energy. You're still a king. You're still a king making an amazing podcast. You're producing. You see where I'm going with this? I say that a lot when I get, so usually when I kind of know what the mediumship thing going on here, I'm like, oh, I know what the universe is trying to tell us. I know. I usually say that because that's usually the universe cueing me, and it's like, unite. They're like, okay, you know what we're talking about right now. I'm like, yeah, that's actually really good energy. That's real. I love that, universe. Thank you for directing us to the king, because that's God energy. That's God directing me. He is directing this. He's saying, guys, you got fabulous work to do out there. Fabulous. This is what he's saying. He's saying to you, you have something important to do. So go and be curious, work with what you have, learn as you go, but go and do that. Don't worry about being perfect. Don't worry about being messy. Go and do it. Utilize what you have. You are a king. You have resources. And he's like, just no, and it's like, I don't want to hear it. Like he sympathizes, but he's like, no, not right now. Let's not complain right now. Let's focus on what we have, and that could be just you, your energy, your vibe. You might be a lot more talented than you realize, man. Than you realize. That's fabulous, by the way. Woo! That's universe right there, man. Let's see where we are in terms of time. I think I'm getting to, I don't know, are we almost at the wrap up here? I feel like we got a little ways to go, but we're almost there. So, I mean, I already just summed up just what happened. Like, whoa, God, whoa. And I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen next. Are they, give me a minute, 'cause sometimes it's more to be told. Universe, what else? Is there any other messages you would like to tell us today? Give me a minute. I just saw in my mind's eye someone trying to pass me by, and I got like really scared. I looked behind me, and the person wasn't doing anything. They were fine. They weren't doing anything. So maybe you have a lot of unvalidated, unrealistic, negative thinking about what other people are doing to you, like, or what they're about to do to you. Like, you're in this fear state, but I don't think you're as much in a fear state as you used to be. Like, I think you're actively working towards taking care of yourself and kind of like slapping yourself back into reality. Like you're looking in the mirror going like, oh no, I'm actually okay. I know I'm scared right now, but no, it's really okay. Like I'm okay. I'm okay. And I think you should be really proud of yourself. I really do. Again, if that doesn't resonate with you, that's totally fine. Maybe you're like not feeling you're okay. But all right, so I know we're at the wrap up phase. Like I really know now we are. And this is the time period where I can actually talk to you about my services, about what I'm doing, to kind of like answer anything. So definitely look below. I have all kinds of different services. I have text, I have email. I'm on Etsy, I'm on Yelp, I'm on Facebook. Yes, be aware of scammers, but the reason I have an email is because you then can check. You can check the email. Is it correct? Very often when you work in the mental health, behavioral health field, they teach us how to be aware of scammers. Like, are random weird people calling you and you didn't pursue anything? Check that email. Hover over the link. So there are ways to protect ourselves from people, even like psychic vampires. I had this weird in my mind's eye, like I had this dream-ish. It was like half awake state, and the universe was saying like, yeah, there are actually psychic vampires right now at this point in time where they are trying to actively corrupt our energy. And I heard this for whatever reason, like it was like this crystal ball and this electricity energy like all around, and they're actively trying to shift and change our thinking, our vibration. So just be aware, just be very aware out there right now. Like, do your best. Like, if you're like, why am I feeling this? Like, maybe go out for a walk, shift things, like splash cold water on you, look in the mirror and shake your head, like blink your eyes really rapidly, and or do something really goofy and weird, like shake your head, like do something different. Just go do something different. Even if it's like, like clapping your hands, something, anything, stomping your feet really fast and quick, like shake it off as best as you can. I know it's, just do your best. But I do offer services. My doula services are very limited. There's 1 to 2 families, but it's easier for me to help you make baby food in your home. But it's still by appointment only. And Etsy is ready to be made, or you have to pay in advance. It's just how I do things, because I have, unfortunately, like, I got burned. People didn't do their end of the bargain. And so I have to set these boundaries now where I can't just give my stuff to you and then you pay me and we do a trust system. It's just like, people really out there ruin a good thing. And if you're trying to become a psychic reader, just be aware there are people like, it's like dash and run for restaurants, right? They'll eat and they'll go without paying. So just be aware of that. And it sucks. It sucks when it happens to you a couple of times. So, just so you know. That's why services are so expensive for psychic readers, is because of rent. So, by the way I do things actually saves you money, because I'm not expensive as some other people. But the other reason that my costs are up there too, like in the medium path, is because I am using my energy. I'm using my divine energy, and that energy costs. It costs. Like, I'm using my stuff for you, mister. So you don't have to do it. All right, I better go, because I better go. You've been all a pleasure. Marry me, blessed be, amen, to your good health. And just remember, God sees you as a blessing. He delights in you actively. He thinks you are delightful. You got cute, chubby cheeks to him, basically. really chubby cheeks. Like the chubbiest cheeks that you could see on a baby, you have. All right. Bye. Toodaloo.